The honourable member for Nanaimo Ladysmith.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member. Madam Speaker, as we all know, there are some very important components within this bill, specifically around adding 2 additional days for advanced polling, enshrining legislation to the Vote on Campus program. That's huge. I could go on. Now, as my colleagues have mentioned, there is one portion of this bill that speaks to moving forward the election date, which has consequences on members of Parliament's pensions. Now, there's a reason why my colleagues are bringing this up. Canadians don't want to see members of Parliament putting forward legislation that personally benefits their own pensions. They want to see solutions being put forward that's addressing the climate crisis, that's addressing the affordability crisis that many Canadians are experiencing. So my question to the member is, will he be supporting, the NDP has made it very clear that we will be putting forward an amendment to move this election date back to the original date, to see this important legislation go forward, but not see this component that benefits unfairly members of Parliament. Will the member be supporting this amendment?
The honourable parliamentary secretary.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I can assure you I will fully respect what the majority members of this House want to see when it ultimately comes to a vote. So one can only do the math if you have every member of the Conservative Party and every member of the Bloc and every member of the NDP saying that we want to go to October the 20th. I suspect it will be on October the 20th. It's as simple as that. I think that what we should be looking at is not only that issue, and the committee no doubt will deal with that issue. And I hope they have all sorts of discussions with respect to it, and they were able to resolve it. But I think there's other aspects to the legislation that is really critically important that the members made reference to. Increasing the number of advance voting days. I think that is something that is going to help immensely in ensuring more people get engaged in the 2025 election. We see more and more whether it's voters themselves, political parties, Elections Canada, we're seeing an uptake on the number of people participating at the advance polls. So by increasing the number of advance poll days, I see that as a positive thing. There's a lot of positive things within this legislation.